Friday to you. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Chris Spears. We have a lot to talk about in the forecast for you as we look through the future here and into what to expect with regard to weekend for travel across the region. A completely different story. Denver and the Eastern Plains, our main story is just warm and dry. In fact, unusually warm temperatures, 10 to 15 degrees above normal. And here's the jet stream forecast, kind of widened out the view for you. You'll notice Denver there on the right side of your screen. It is a very active jet stream with multiple waves or disturbances embedded within. And each one of these, as they travel by Colorado, we're going to see waves of snow in the high country along with some periods of gusty wind. This goes through the entire weekend. In fact, we're tracking 3 different waves of mountain snow. First one is moving in as we speak. It will arrive as we approach sunset this evening. And if you are going to be doing some overnight travel in the high country, we do expect some widespread mountain snow, light to moderate at times, along with winds that could approach 30 to 40 miles per hour, in particular on some of the exposed passes. So that is why we have concern for some overnight mountain travel. Now, as we roll into Saturday morning, we'll see the snow taper off somewhat. Doesn't mean it's completely gone. We'll have a few snow showers scattered about, but we get a little bit of a break before the second wave rolls in Saturday afternoon into the evening. Again, this will be a mainly overnight snowfall and mainly for the central and northern mountains, so definitely impacting some high travel routes like I-70, US 40 over Rabbit Ears Pass and Berthoud Pass. Much like we're going to see tonight, as we roll into Saturday night, the snow will continue until Sunday morning. Then we get another lull in the action. Again, it may not completely shut off. We'll taper off more to scattered showers instead of widespread snow. And then Sunday night into Monday, here comes that third round, a good round of snow on the way for the high country, all mountain locations, especially along and west of the Continental Divide. And you notice through this entire time, the Eastern Plains in Denver, for the most part, is on the dry side. Now, we do have a host of advisories in effect. We're going to start with the wide view here, the kind of bluish teal color. These are winter weather advisories going through Saturday morning for the first round of snow. On average, 4 to 8 inch totals will be likely, a few 5 to 10 inch totals possible there in the San Juan Mountains. This is mainly above 9,000 feet. Some of the heaviest snow will fall in the extreme northwest part of the state. Mountains in and around Steamboat Springs could get up to a foot. So you notice the different color here indicating a winter storm warning for this vicinity. But tough mountain travel above 9,000 feet, all passes will be impacted. I'm showing you the wind forecast zoomed into the Front Range. Once you leave Denver and head westbound, once you get to around the Georgetown area on I-70, that's where the winds will really start to pick up. And we'll see some strong gusts overnight. Some of the highest exposed locations could exceed 40 to 50 miles per hour at times for the wind gusts. And rolling this futurecast zoomed into Denver just to show you, we expect to stay dry here in the urban corridor. It's just a windy scenario with occasional clouds working through. All of this snow stays just to our west due to the westerly flow of wind coming into the state. For today, a mix of sun and clouds in Denver, dry and mild. We should flirt with the 50-degree mark. That is above normal for this time of the year. Widespread 50s on our eastern plains. We may even see a few places approach 60 down there in the southeastern corner. Higher elevations, of course, it's much cooler. We have mostly 30s for mountain locations. Some places like Winter Park and Gunnison may not make it out of the 20s, and out on the western slope in the valley locations like Grand Junction, we should hit the low 40s. But you notice much cooler for the western side of the state, and that is simply due to the extensive cloud cover coming in. In Denver tonight, a few clouds. That mountain snow, of course, continues. We will be right around the freezing mark for overnight lows. And looking at your extended forecast, flirt with 60 degrees by Sunday. That is 20 degrees or so above where we should be for this date. But there is some cooler weather coming in as we roll into New Year's Eve in particular and start the new year. Mother Nature gives us a little taste of reality. Those temperatures are going to come back down to where they should be for this time of the year. In Denver, that would mean a high in the upper 30s and lower 40s, and overnight lows in the teens and 20s. We will keep you updated, of course, as this mountain snow continues. Just to recap, 3 waves of mountain snow. First one arriving tonight, and we do anticipate some tough overnight travel.